Think about the last time you tried to search for a simple product review, a recipe, or an authentic opinion. Instead of a human answer, you likely hit a wall of automated search-optimized text. The web feels empty, even though it's louder than ever. In 2021, on a fringe message board called Agora Roads Macintosh Cafe, a user named Illuminati Pirate posted a manifesto trying to explain this exact feeling. The claim was sweeping and paranoid. The internet died around 2016. Organic human activity had been secretly replaced by a massive, coordinated government psychological operation, populated almost entirely by artificial bots. This idea, dubbed the dead internet theory, didn't stay hidden on obscure image boards for long. It spread through pop culture, catching fire on top-tier podcasts and reaching massive audiences. What started as a fringe conspiracy is now treated as a legitimate structural threat by the very executives and industry leaders building the modern web. The government cabal was a fiction, but as automation began to outpace human interaction, the theory's core observation, that the digital world was becoming a simulation, started to look less like paranoia and more like a prediction. The early web was decentralized and driven by people. Navigating it meant visiting niche forums, personal blogs, and chronological feeds where actual people talked to one another. This structure eroded as massive platforms monopolized how we interact, and independent sites were swallowed. These monopolies deployed engagement-driven algorithms. Relying purely on ad revenue, they prioritized keeping eyes glued to the screen. Authentic dialogue was pushed aside in favor of sensationalized, curated content. This consolidation caused physical decay across the web. Ultra links broke, a process known as link rot, and search engines began heavily filtering what remained. You might see a claim of millions of search results, but you are only permitted to access a small fraction. The web became a Potemkin village, a facade of endless choice, hiding an empty space. Media theorist Marshall McLuhan argued that a shift in the medium forces a change in how we communicate. When the digital medium moved from human-driven discourse to algorithmically dictated feeds, our communication had to follow suit. The profit-driven re-engineering of the digital environment changed the nature of the space itself, prioritizing visibility over the organic interaction that once defined it. Then came the mid-2020s. Generative AI, highly sophisticated chatbots, and text-to-image models exploded into the mainstream. Large language models changed the economics of deception. Generating a realistic human persona, once a labor-intensive task, became a free commodity. The result is a surging flood of automated slop. Networks of bots pump out synthetic posts, simulate fierce arguments, and artificially inflate engagement metrics. Today, automated traffic vastly outnumbers genuine human activity. This displacement of human discourse by AI optimization is the subject of growing scholarly inquiry. Papers now track how algorithmic curation systematically buries authentic voices beneath machine-generated noise. The psychological toll of this environment is severe. Sociologists building on the work of Jean Baudrillard describe a state of digital solipsism, a sense of isolation experienced while navigating a hyper-real simulation of society. We are wandering through a digital hall of mirrors. Synthetic personas are trapped in algorithmic loops, arguing with other bots over content generated by machines. In this context, a dead internet functions as a post-human environment. While traffic remains high, the web has lost its utility as a space for genuine human sense-making. This synthetic ecosystem is now creating a crisis for the machines themselves. It's a threat called model collapse. As new AI systems scrape the web for training data, they are forced to ingest the distorted slop generated by previous AIs, causing a degradation in their own outputs. Within this cascading feedback loop, locating a genuine human opinion, an unmanipulated review, or a real anecdote becomes a statistical improbability. This reality actively destroys attempts to revive the open web. When tech entrepreneur Kevin Rose attempted to relaunch the legacy social site Dig in 2026, the project had to be shuttered almost immediately due to an overwhelming bot infestation. Prominent tech figures like Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian are openly warning that the internet is increasingly dominated by bot activity instead of humans.
To escape the noise, human behavior is shifting. We are retreating into beaded digital communities, paid forums, and heavily moderated private spaces, just to guarantee we are interacting with our own species. We built the digital world to connect humanity, yet the ultimate irony of the dead internet is that to participate in the space we created, the burden is now entirely on you to prove you are not a machine.